Hey guys, welcome back to another video from Quick Freeze's Game Room. Today I'm going to be showing you a very cool video game store that I always go to for my retro video games, and that is Core Gaming up in Salem, New Hampshire. Now, I've done a video about this store a few years ago, but it's changed a lot over the years, so I figured I'd update the video to show you guys exactly what you'll be expecting if you ever decide to visit this store. So let's go ahead, let's not waste any time, let's jump right into the store and see what they have to offer, alright? So the moment you walk into Core Gaming, you're just going to see walls and walls of video games and the video game systems that go with them. This is just a fantastic store, you guys, and you're going to see a whole bunch of crazy stuff on the walls, such as video game memorabilia, but where the store really shines, it's in its games, both modern and retro. So with all these video games in this store, the question remains as, what do you buy? Maybe you're a Nintendo guy, and if you are, there is a great selection of classic NES titles, both loose and in the box. And if you're not into the NES, how about the Super Nintendo? Another great collection. Just look at all these awesome games in this glass case. And of course, there's always the Nintendo 64, and one of those systems that don't really get a lot of love, but here you're going to see plenty of games for it. However, Sega does what Nintendo don't, and here in this great selection of Sega Genesis games, you're going to find games loose as well as in the box. And of course, you're going to be able to find the Sega CD, a system that doesn't really get a lot of love, but here you're going to see a great selection for the Sega CD and the Sega 32X. And of course, probably their biggest selection of Sega games has to be for the Sega Dreamcast. Look at Skies of Arcadia, you got the NBA 2K Live games, just a great selection of the Sega Dreamcast. And if you're like me, you're going to fall in love with their Sega Saturn collection. Now look at this great game, Bug, NBA Jam, and of course the infamous Sonic R. Another great contender is, of course, is the Sony Playstation. Here we got a lot of great RPGs, a lot of great 3D platformers. And if you don't like that, how about the PlayStation 2? A little more graphical upgrade, but it's just an amazing system and an amazing collection at Core Gaming. But if you don't want to play at home, how about the PSP? This store is just filled with great PSP games. And if you don't like the PSP games, how about the UMD movies? They have a kind of a wide selection of the UMD movies as well as the games. Heading back over to the Nintendo side, we have probably the most underrated system of all time, the Nintendo Gamecube. Just a great console to collect for. But if you don't like the Gamecube, how about Microsoft's Xbox? Just a great collection altogether. So say that you're not even into retro video games and you're just more of a modern gamer, that's fine. Core Gaming has an entire wall dedicated to modern gaming. Right here we have the Xbox 360 collection. Obviously we got Borderlands, some Call of Duties, and right here are some Xbox One games. Not a big selection of Xbox One games, but hey, at least they carry Xbox One. But they have a great collection of Xbox 360 games. And going over here, we have the PlayStation 3. If you're not into the Xbox 360, that's fine. They have a good selection of PS3 and some PS4 games. Like the Xbox One, they don't have a big selection for the PlayStation 4, but at least they have the games, right? And to top off the modern gaming area, we have the Nintendo Wii. Just like the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360 area, this section is just filled with Nintendo Wii games. Games like Lego Indiana Jones, we got Endless Ocean, and some of those not so good Sonic the Hedgehog games. But this area is just filled with great Nintendo Wii games. And if you have a Nintendo Wii U, they have some Wii U games as well. Like the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, not a huge selection of games for the Wii U, but hey, they at least have Wii U games, so they have a wide range of games for pretty much every gamer. And of course, we can't forget about all those great portable handheld systems that we all know and love and probably carry around in our pockets. Here we have games for the Nintendo DS, a good selection of video games that you just want to carry around in your pocket. And then we got the Nintendo 3DS, Nintendo's newest handheld system. Great games, I just simply love this area. And then we can't forget about the PS Vita. Good selection of games, not many, but still good. So the last thing I wanted to show you guys in this video is actually a new addition to their store, and that is their import section. This glass case is just filled with import games like Famicom games, Super Famicom games, the Japanese PSP, Japanese PS Vita, Japanese PS3. This cabinet is just filled with Japanese imported games. This is one of my favorite areas just to look at, just because you don't see a lot of game stores carry imported games in a big supply. So that's about it, you guys. I hope this video kind of gave you a good look at what Core Gaming has to offer. Like I said at the beginning of this video, it's one of my favorite video game stores to visit, especially for retro video gaming. It's just a fantastic overall. So if you guys are in the Salem, New Hampshire area, I encourage you, I recommend this store hands down. Please visit their store, check them out. If you guys have some sort of like video game or system you guys want to trade in for something, they do take trade-ins. They either give you store credit or cash. And yeah, that's about it, you guys. So like I said, please visit Core Gaming. It's just a fantastic store.